Hello, lovelies. And I got a question before I even get into this parts review of the Summer Fun Water Park, which is set number 41430 with 1001 pieces. But if you're watching this, you are interested in the parts review of sets, and I just wanted you to drop some comments down there on your opinions of my parts reviews. How do you like it done? Do you like it done by bag? Do you like it done by color? This one's done by color. Just any comments, questions, or any thoughts you might have on making it better, or if you think it's great, if you hate it, if you hate these videos, if you love these videos, just let me know, because I'm just really curious to see what people think of these videos. I enjoy doing them, even though they're quite tedious and can take a lot of time, but I do have fun doing them, as Lego parts to me are kind of something that's really interesting. Either way, just let me know in the comments and let's get into it. So I sorted this one by color, and it's the biggest set I think I've done a parts review of, the biggest set that I've sorted them by color of. So this was a project, so let's get into it though. So here you can see I have all the white pieces out. And this is literally about all of my entire screen that I'm working with here. So there's a lot of these white pieces. It is a big prominent one that is in kind of the lower part of the set. And well, let's get into it because there's some interesting ones. Speaking of that, we'll start off in this corner. This is a tile, literally a large giant square tile. I haven't seen that before, and it's in white, which I think is kind of interesting. Some unspectacular part, we have a white door, we have 5 white doorways. Nice part here, we have 5 of these large white panels, good for bulking out your builds and just raising stuff up or whatnot. Makes it easy to kind of get some detail and make it smooth if you want something like that. We also have 2 of these cylinder parts. Pretty simple, not too rare. We have one of these kind of older parts, which is kind of like a raised thing. You know, like a support that's kind of at an angle. We have 2 of our container parts here, not too rare. We do have 1 of these 2x3 bricks, or, well, 2x1x3 bricks? I'm not sure how you look at it, but there's one of those in there. I don't see those too much, but I am seeing them quite a bit more. We have quite a few longer white bricks, actually, here, as you can see, with the longest 2 of these nice ones. You can count the studs there if you really want, but it's nice to get longer bricks, larger pieces. Then as you can see, there's a lot more bricks. We got some slopes, some curves. None of this is particularly too rare. We got a large amount of the bigger kind of ones. So there's a lot of stuff to kind of bulk stuff out in simple amount of pieces. You can see tons of 1x1 bricks here, 1x2 bricks here. We got some more curves, tons of plates, but nothing overly special there. We do have one of these kind of angles, which is nice to get some different angles. Over here we have some cylinder parts, not too special. We have tires. We do have one of these in white, the ones with the Technic holes. That's kind of neat. We got some bracket brick here. Nice one. We got some clip bricks. Not too special there, and I should probably keep it on camera. Got some more bracket stuff. These aren't too rare either. However, these I don't see too often in general. The 1x2 height kind of bracket brick. Pretty nice there. We got 4 of these nice hinged bricks. I like those. Those are pretty versatile for trying angles. And we do even have 3 of the plate ones. We got some white stud shooters that they use as like squirt guns. White is a little bit more of a rare color for it, otherwise not too special. We got some tiles, as you can see down here, not too special, but quite a bit of them. Quite a few of these sloped ones. We got some Techno parts. I like getting these. It's just good for tubing, and then they got that little slot there. Two of these 1x2 kind of rounded parts, but that's not really special. So overall, I don't think there's a whole lot of real rare or special stuff here. I mean, you got 4 of these, which aren't overly common. There's just a lot of, I would say, good parts. We got larger parts kind of have up there. Lots of bricks. So right now, if you're complaining about size to part value or whatever, I would say looking at the white pieces, it's pretty good. And we got a really good selection here. But I'm going to go on to the next color batch, and it might be more than one color. We'll see how it lays out. But so far, I hope you're enjoying the video. This is going to be a bit of a long one, but hopefully you get something out of it. Maybe entertainment, maybe just some ideas, and maybe some information that will help you on your future purchases or whatnot. So, well, thank you so far for watching. Alright, here we have the second batch, which includes yellow, red, the browns, gold, and gray. So, let's get into it. First of all, we have 4 slide pieces. We have the big one, as you can see. We have the small curve. And we have the 2 little straight parts. So those are rather large parts and have questionable uses. I have not seen them used in any way besides slides, so if you're a mock builder or part person, that would be a good little challenge to see if you can make that into something other than a slide. And more yellow pieces, a pile of these little Technic 1x1 bricks, 8 of them exactly. Right under there we have 4 yellow slopes. I love these flowers. I think they're really cool. Nice to get 4 of those. I say too much, you know. Steering wheel, nothing too special there. We got 2 of these yellow kind of like car hoods or roofs. And to that, we have a part that goes with it, which is pretty rare. I think it's only in 2 sets, at least in this color. And it basically lines up with that perfectly. So I'm really cool to see that. I hope they make this in a lot more colors, because I know they've made this in quite a few colors, and I would love to see that in a lot different colors. In the yellow, we also have the life preserver. Not too special there, but expected in this set. We got 2 of these in yellow railings, just kind of a nice little part there. Lots of bar usage there. We have these taps, just 2 of those. We have one of these just kind of guards. It's a really simple piece, just one of them. 2 of these kind of orangish yellow ladders. A lot of this is kind of, I suppose you could use it for, you know, construction type stuff, or, you know, different warehousing. Just kind of warning is what usually yellow gets used for. We got a selection of yellow plates, even this big one, which is not too common in this color. And then red wise, there's really nothing special. Just a little bit of every little thing. Yeah, not really special stuff. In gold, we do have 2 of the kind of Unikitty horn pieces and 2 of these larger type cones, which I don't think are too uncommon. In brown, there's a lot you can see, and this is what builds up the sandcastle part of it. We got a lot of this type of arch. Not really too special, but just kind of a bigger piece. We have 4 of this arch, which is nice for branches or just arches, obviously, raising stuff up, different kinds of stuff. Then we have the short inverted type of arch, and there is 6 of those in there. Yep. Quite a few of those. Nice for kind of like the bottom part of a tree or the roots of trees, or just kind of nice slope on it. This I don't know if I have ever seen in this color, just kind of connected type bar type piece. You can slide one in the middle there, otherwise you got 4 bars and it ends in a bar. And there's 2 of those. We also have one of these cylinder pieces, not overly special, but this is new in this color. It's kind of that castle top, and there's two of them in here, and obviously they use that for the sandcastle part. Here we have just some tan bricks. Nothing too special, but it's nice to get a lot more of the tan brick selection. We do have one of these, which is a little bit more rare, kind of the bracket brick there. And, oh, some of my favorite parts, we have the ice cream cone piece. Just kind of got a hole or a stud there into a bar. And one of my favorite pieces is the stud into bar with accessory hole. Very versatile piece. And we get 5 here. You also get 2 of these nice dark reddish brown or brown kind of branches that has a bar opening here and a Technic connection there. 2 of those. And then pretty much we're on to the gray, and there's a lot of stuff. It's right down here, you can kind of see. Lots of modified bricks with clips, 1x1s, 1x2s, kind of nice. We got these containers, just 2 of those, not too special. They do have the doors, it was in the white pieces. We got a door frame, we got a window frame, we got a lot of this type of Technic, the kind of underslung Technic bar hole or whatever. Lots of the gray bracket type bricks. And here, nice selection there. One of the kind of more rare 1x1 kind of taller ones. Nice to see that. More gray Technic. We have a gray suitcase, which I don't know if I've ever seen it in that gray, and it just folds up and clips closed, and I believe you can put a 1x1 plate in there. We got some more brackets. We got 2 top parts of hinges, kind of a nice little addition. Always love hinges, getting them. We got some bar pieces here. The wrench kind of type part, that's pretty common though. And then we have the antenna piece in light gray, which I don't see too much. This is also in kind of the gunmetal or metallic kind of look, and we got quite a couple of those there. So this is all those colored parts, and I have to say it's pretty good looking so far. Lots of interesting and nice tan bricks and such. We got some new parts up there. The slides are not too exciting with those. These are kind of nice. One day I'm going to take all my slides and try to build something some gigantic slide. But a mediocre selection of gray, nothing too special, I would say. There is a nice amount of bracket stuff there, but oh, I almost forgot to mention, we got the Unikitty tail in this bright light orange, and I don't think I've seen that before. And I know they've been using this piece in a lot of other colors lately, which I'm very happy to see. It's a very unique piece, very interesting. Not sure how it's used in here, just very interesting piece. And I lost it. There's only one in there, so I'm going to have to find that if I want to build it. But, so we're going to go into some more batches of pieces. I'm kind of hungry for pizza now, but okay, we're going to check out some more parts in this massive set. All right, and here we're feeling a little blue with a tinge of green. So, obviously this is a water park, so there's got to be some blue in there for the water, etc. So, let's go through it. First of all, there's a vehicle in here, so we got these hubcaps in this nice blue color, and I have to say that I like these color blues more than the standard blue by miles, which is going to be in the Technic pieces here and these studs. I don't know really what to say why, but I just really love these colors of blue. So I'm going to jump to the aqua right now. So there's quite a bit of aqua, and that was a rarer color, but it's not, as they're starting to produce it a bit more. So we got only one of these 2x2x1 slopes, and then we have 3 of these 1x2 slopes, the shorter one. And we have a lot of these 1x2 inverted slopes. Just nice to get more of some of the rarer colors. We got some bricks, quite a few 1x3 bricks, nice to see that, and a little bit of tiles in that color. And then back here, we got this azure color, I believe, is what it's referred to. And you can see that there's a lot of bricks, and here there's a lot of 2x2 slopes, these type of pieces. Yeah, there's a lot here. We got 6 of these curves, and in this corner is just filled with 1x2 slopes. It almost looks like there's easily like 20 almost. Some 1x1 bricks. Then we got some plates here. Plethora of tiles there in that color. Nothing really special parts-wise besides recolors here. We got some of these angles in plate. Nice to get that in blue. We got large plates here. Nice to see that. We got some tiles in that blue color. And obviously there's some plates over here, and there's one random dark blue plate. I don't know why. Another nice thing here, as you can see in the green, we have 10 of these lime green palm leaves, and these are interesting because they have different ways you can connect them. You have 2 anti-stud connections there, you got 2 anti-stud connections there, and you can put a bar completely through them, and you also have stud connections on top. So lots of different ways you can utilize this piece and put it in different angles and such and such. Just a really cool, nice, big greenery type piece. And then to add to that, we have what I believe they use as like seaweed or seagrass, is these kind of vines either hang down or float up, as you can see, and they have a bar here, and these are kind of bar thickness but can be difficult because they're angled and such, but you get 3 of those. So that's the blue green, and there's a lot of it, and I'm really happy they didn't use the basic blue, because like I said, I really love this blue color selection, and there's a lot of it here. And we got some quite pretty big plates here, so it's pretty nice to see this selection, and I'm actually really happy with the blue colors in the set. And blue isn't normally a color I'm a big fan of. So let's see what we got in our next batch, and maybe I save the best for last. I'm not 100% sure, but we will see. Alright, here we have the last batch of parts and the stickers. So we're going to look at the stickers first. So as you can see, the color theme is kept with the pink and stuff. I have to say there's not a whole lot that I feel special with here. You do have this kind of tile wall with steam. Maybe that's for a spa. You got a flamingo menu theme kind of going there. You got some fish stuff here. You got some lines that are probably for towels. No diving sign. I don't know what that is. That looks like a cow face. I'm not 100% sure where that goes. And then here you have kind of the bottom of the waterfall. More swimming signs, more fish. That's a cute heart. And some other restroom signs in the front of a car. And just some detail for the side. And a splashing flamingo. So I don't have any overbearing excitement for these stickers. They're alright. Nothing too special, but let's get to the parts. So as you can see, for one, barely off screen, we have some large plates, and I was actually surprised at the ones in here. So we have 2 of this blue in these 8x16 plates. There's 2 of them in here. There's also 1 white one. I didn't show them with the colors because they were so big, so I wasn't having room, but the real fun one is we got 1 in dark pink. Really happy to see that, and it really shows that I forgot to turn the light on, and I'm going to do that so that the light's on and it's a little bit easier to see. So I love putting that in the video because I like being real or fake or real, but it's Lego, whatever. So let's get to some interesting stuff. This is the kind of slide or swimming tube, as you can see. As far as I can tell, it doesn't really have any sort of connection to other Lego pieces besides these, but they just kind of pop in there, and then you can slide them around and get different angles like that. And there is 3 of them in here, and like I said, they just pop together, and you can spin them around, shape them how you want, etc. have different angles. Pretty nice. They fit together. They're a tiny bit loose, but I don't know if that really matters in the end. And then the other parts that go to them are these tubes, which are probably the more interesting part. They have the same connections on each side you can see here, but on the bottom they have 2x2 anti-studs set up, kind of like a 2x2 brick. And then on top you also have the same thing, but they do have bars in them, so you should be able to put a bar in there. So interesting part there, and there's 4 of them in here, as you can see back there. So those actually have standard Lego kind of parts that you can attach to them, but the tube part, as far as I can tell, is still the same. We then have some more trans blue here. We got 1 cylinder, not too special, but kind of nice to get. We do have 2 of these pieces, which I'm a little bit disappointed they didn't put in the satin, because they kind of have a waterfall effect, but maybe they wanted you to be able to see through them, or I'm not sure. We have tons of these little window parts here, just the 1x2 kind of translate blue little window type part. We have 3 of the bigger ones. We got some slopes. We have just a lot here. We got 1 of these discs. We have 2 of these larger bricks. Some 1x1s or plates. We got 3 of the blue flame kind of pieces that are kind of representative of water. We have one of my favorite pieces in a 1x2 translite blue. There's more transparent stuff. We got 2 of these kind of green crystals. We got sunglasses, which isn't too special. They're so common. Circular thing that they usually use for inner tubes. We got something I threw across the here. We have the accessory part, 3 of those. We do have, which I think is a nice part, 2 of these in orange. It's kind of like the bar. They use it kind of like a headlight. It almost looks exactly like an LED light. And then they also have it in the real bright green. We have 1 popsicle. Just 1 little simple popsicle. Some circular tiles. Nothing too rare or special, but we'll get into some more rare and special stuff later. We got some black parts up here. Stuff for wheels. Wheels, not too special, fairly common. We got 2 black bottom parts for your hinges. These, though, are pretty nice pieces. The kind of tri-bar, I don't know how you would explain it, but it's 3 bar pieces or different angling. Really nice piece, versatile in many uses. Then we have my favorite color here, dark pink. And we have some bricks, not a whole lot. We do have 4 of the inverted bricks here, which aren't too rare, I don't think, but a little bit rare. We have some slopes in the dark pink, which are nice, the 2x2 rounded kind of slopes. Tons of plates, and a lot of these are plates I haven't even seen in these links in this color, so I'm really happy to see all these dark pink plates. Fairly rare. And we have another dark pink ladder, which was in the Panda set. We have those shutters, not too special. But we do have another selection of dark pink tiles, and I don't know if I've seen dark pink in this size of tile, so I have to say it's nice to see more dark pink pieces, especially since I really like it. And then down the middle we have a little bit of purple, which isn't in too many sets. The chest seems pretty common though. And these plates, just 2 of them. But we have a nice selection of this kind of darker lavender flower, if my phone would focus. There it is. Which is a kind of a nice little piece to get. But then we have a lot of coral in here, and I think it's really nice to get some of this stuff in coral. We have 2 of the clamshell type pieces in that coral, and I think it's only been in 1 other set. I think Ariel's Storybook. It might be in more coming up. We also get some of these rounded kind of slope pieces, 2 of those. We get some tiles, but I think these are starting to be a little more common. We also get 3 of the awesome and versatile coral piece in coral color. So as you can see, it's got 3 holes all the way through, anti-studs and then studs on the other side, and then it's got bar connections all around it. Then you have a stud up here, and then just kind of a more prominent bar down there. Very versatile piece, and this set has 3 of them, which is fairly nice. Then we also get the pack of parts, the Vibrant Coral parts, which have a couple different things. You have your starfish, just sits on one stud there. There's 2 of those. You have a shell, a little shell, just on a bar. You have a clam shell, just on a stud. And you have a larger shell, again, just on a stud. Most of these are only on one stud or bar. It has one of this octopus, little octopus, again on one. And then we have a seahorse and a fish on a bar. These are really smaller parts, so it can be kind of hard to kind of do stuff with them. But for how small they are, they kind of have some detail on them for their indentions and, you know, sculpting. And there's a seahorse. And speaking of seahorses, we have a first little cute seahorse in kind of the Friends style. Really tiny little guy here. So as you can see, an accessory can go on top. Looks like there's some darker purple speckling on the face, and you can see the eyes there, and then the side view you kind of have your seahorse. It's really hard to focus because it's tiny, but yep, it sits on one stud there, just like so. And I'm not sure if a bar can really fit in there and hold it, and I would say no, unfortunately. Our other unique animal, or bird actually, is this flamingo. Cute little pink flamingo. Now it does kind of really have one foot, which kind of looks awkward from the front, I have to say. Whoops. As you can see, one accessory hole up there. Face isn't overly detailed. You have printing for the eyes and like on the beak a little bit. Otherwise it looks fairly good, besides kind of looking like it has only one leg. And again, it sits on just one stud there. So some interesting things in there. For printed pieces, we have a cell phone piece, we have a dollar bill piece, and we have the can top piece, which is kind of a nice, really nice piece. You also get a brick separator, probably the most important part. But let's take a look at our figures now, our mini dolls. So I don't know this guy's name, but he has a bare chest top with bare back. Interesting hairpiece. I don't think I've seen that one too often. Same kind of blasé Friends smile, and cargo shorts with dark turquoise actually, which is kind of nice, with flip-flops there. Not too much detail, but when you go swimming, you usually don't have as much clothing on. And here we have Stephanie, and she's got the nice pink skirt with kind of not as much flip-flops, but kind of just sandals there. And I really like that top. You got the metallic and the kind of striping on there, again with the just same smile on there. And there is at least a little cutouts on the outfit to make it seem like it's connected. So I like that they at least did that. I would have preferred some printing back there, but that's all right. Here we have Emma, and she's kind of got swim pants on, and she also, barely you can tell that she has white flip-flops on. Very intricate detail on her top there, which is pretty nice. The back does have that nice tie, which I do like. I would like the pattern to continue on, but the tie is pretty nice to have it detailed there, even though their hair atypically covers a good portion of it. And then here we have Olivia, and she has a nice shimmery pink and blue top there, which I really like, and she has more of like a standard type of shoe on her feet. And let's take a look at the back, and awesomely enough, they do continue the pattern on this one. I really like when they do that. It's really nice, and it's really even better when it focuses. But really like that they continued that print all around her. Yep, and same kind of smile on her. So that, if I don't knock over my camera, is all the parts and the stickers. Wow, this was a long time. I don't know if you're going to watch the whole video. If you did get to this part, I really appreciate it. This is probably my favorite grouping of parts, even though some of the other ones were pretty good. There's a lot in this set. It's 1,001 pieces. Trying to remember how much it retails for because it's not out in America. I think it's about $100, which overall I don't think is bad. An interesting note, for $100 you get 4 figures, which is kind of a rarity. You get 2 animals, and you get a nice variety of parts and bigger parts. I mean, 4 slide parts, all this stuff back here, big plates. There's a lot in this set. Lots of pink. The blues in shades that I really like. So I have to say, I really like the parts in this set. There's a good amount of like stuff. There isn't really a lot of very technical parts, I would say. There's some interesting parts, and there's lots of good plates and colors and new colors for new pieces. So I have to say it's a really good set. I really like it. I'm happy they didn't go with the dark blue. I probably would not have been happy with that. Obviously, there's a lot of white, which is kind of a more common color and kind of basic, but you have to have something in there. Not a lot of gray and black, which is nice. So overall, my opinion of this set is it is really good. And from doing the parts out like this, it's a lot better in my mind parts-wise, because when I was looking at it, I really didn't see a lot of this pink in it. There was some pink. Oh, there's also a lot of good brown in here and tan. So like doing this parts review, I just ended up seeing this set in a new light, and it has a lot of good parts. At first I was kind of like, oh, it doesn't look like it has a lot of good parts, but I have to say it definitely does have a lot of good parts. I'm going to be really excited to build this up and see how that turns out. And of course I'm going to do a review on that. And I have to say, if you're listening to me talk right now in this video and you've watched all the way through or skipped, depending on how you feel, whatever, I don't care. As long as you're watching, I think it's great. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. I've enjoyed getting into YouTube and doing videos of showing off things that I enjoy and am passionate about. And I've really gotten into Lego, really excited into the Friends line and all this stuff and all the new stuff they're doing and all the fun. So I hope you enjoy this too. I hope you enjoyed the part review. Maybe you're just watching this so you can see if this is a worthwhile set to buy and part out or sell in a Bricklink store or something. And if so, then I'm glad you're getting use out of it. Maybe I'll one day buy parts from your store, or maybe I'll see a mock that you've made from these parts. So I'm just really happy to be doing this. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're not, like I said in the beginning, just leave me some comments. Let me know what I can do to make it different, better, whatever. I'm trying to do out this. It's an extenuous process, but I'm having fun trying to do it, and I hope you are enjoying the videos. So I'll have to say a mega thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. I can't explain that enough, but I really thank you. So I'm going to go and try to build this now that it's all in a pile of parts, and I guess we'll see you in the next video. And obviously, yes, I will have a review of it.